button as soon as y'all come in the building. We are now surviving Umar Johnson and Umar Johnson's little twisties. But I can relate. I understand where Umar Johnson is coming from. You know what I'm saying? But we must get to the bottom of this. And we gotta meditate, guys. Soon as y'all come in the building. We must meditate. Salute to victorious ones. Lily, Queen Lily in the building. Shadow, Kathy Wallace. You know what I mean? Larice, Roderick. You know, real eyes recognize real lies. Miss Pamela Glingo, we in the building. And we are surviving Umar Johnson. This is for all my Nubian queens, my Nubian queens, my Nubian black queens and kings and jacks and brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters of today, we are surviving Umar Johnson, and this is hilarious during survival. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I had to take care of my mom before myself. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to just say that this man was mistreating his mother. That's something major. So I don't want to give him that yet. But I'm gonna let y'all. We gonna figure it out together. Who y'all think right and wrong in this situation? Now, Umar Johnson is saying that his ex-girlfriend, his alleged ex-girlfriend, was just a jump off. He never took her serious. He literally called this woman a goat, a throat goat. This is what he said, a throat goat. So if a man refers you into something like that and he didn't look at you serious, then this is how he felt about this woman. She's saying Umar Johnson wanted to marry her. She's saying they were together for 2 years. Umar Johnson said, I ain't been with this woman for no 2 years. I only had 3 sessions with her, and she was bobblehead every time that he ever met up with this girl, Pure Bible. But I don't know what made him trust this woman to take care of his mother. You know what I'm saying? But Umar Johnson is saying he paid this girl to do a job to take care of his mom, but she was nobody that he really was serious about. But now the man is threatening to sue this girl, you know what I mean, for slander and different things like that. Like I said, I'm gonna let y'all hear Umar Johnson's side of the story, and I'm gonna let y'all hear the alleged ex-girlfriend side of the story. But I think the shit is hilarious. Prayers of Bible. Salute to everybody in the building. My way, Eve. Everybody smash that like button.
You were the throat goat. That's it. You were the throat goat. Why are you making up these lies? I'm willing to take a lie detector test with her. I'm willing to go to Kansas City, Kansas, and take a lie detector test. I'm willing to go to Kansas City, Missouri, and take a lie detector test. And I want the lie detector technician to ask 10 questions. Did he want you to have his baby? Did he want to marry you? Did he want you to have his baby? Did he masturbate in front of you? Did he do drugs in front of you? Did he hit you raw? Did he go?
I need y'all to put a one in the chat if y'all believe Umar Johnson, or put a two in the chat if y'all think he lying. Pure Bible. So he basically saying that this girl is a stone cold liar. He never wanted to be with her like that. She was just a jump off. You know what I mean? She was a throat goat, gobbler, superhead. She would make his wiener disappear whenever he wanted her to. Pure Bible. He never looked at her serious. You know what I'm saying? And this is crazy because Umar is pissed. This girl, like I said, was supposed to take care of his mom. You know what I'm saying? And now she's trying to make it like he was just neglecting his mom. You know, it's crazy. Like,
You were the throat goat. That's it. You were the throat goat. Why are you making up these lies? I'm willing to take a lie detector test with her. I'm willing to go to Kansas City, Kansas, and take a lie detector test. I'm willing to go to Kansas City, Missouri, and take a lie detector test. And I want the lie detector technician to ask 10 questions. Did he want you to have his baby? Did he want to marry you? Did he want you to have his baby? Did he masturbate in front of you? Did he do drugs in front of you? Did he hit you raw? Did he go down on your funky, sardine, rat-infested, smelling like the worst fish tank never cleaned? Did he go down on you? Brothers and sisters, I want to address.
And that is crazy for Umar Johnson to say the girl vagina smell like fish stick solid. Pure Bible. He said that her vagina, her kitty cat, real smell like the bottom of a fish tank. So if he took this girl serious, you know what I mean? It ain't no way he could have took this girl serious. That shit just made me burst out crying. For him to describe her kitty cat real to be funky like that. And ladies, I'm not gonna lie, it's mind blowing. You might don't have that problem, pure survival, but it's women out there that have that problem. You know what I mean? Where their vaginas stink so bad, they need to put a pack of doublemint gum in that motherfucker. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? And this is just the truth. Far as being a guy, you know what I mean? And this is years and years ago, you know what I mean, of my acknowledgement of it. But every man goes through that one time. You know what I mean? In their life, where you with somebody and you like, God damn, that kitty cat stink like a motherfucker. Pure survival. Feel like it smell like death. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Umar telling the truth or not, but this is horrible.
Did he want to marry you? Did he want you to have his baby? Did he masturbate in front of you? Did he do drugs in front of you? Did he hit you raw? Did he go down on your funky, sardine, rat-infested, smelling like the worst fish tank never cleaned? Did he go down on you? Brothers and sisters, I want to address two situations. Normally, I ignore nonsense, but this is a time where I think I need to address the nonsense for the sake of my true and sincere supporters and FDMG donors. The first week of March, my travels took me to Sweden. I was in Sweden, Stockholm, Sweden. And as y'all know, while I was in Stockholm, Sweden, my daughter, baby Smurf, she decided to quote unquote expose me.
So Umar Johnson has his daughter out here trying to quote unquote allegedly expose him, and now he has this alleged ex-girlfriend that he's denying, saying she funky the motherfucker. Kitty cat stink like hell, real pure survival. So now it's like the walls is caving in on Umar Johnson. You know what I mean? Y'all got to get them likes up because we got to figure this out.
Stockholm, Sweden, my daughter, baby Smurf, she decided to quote unquote expose me while I was in Stockholm, Sweden. While I was in Stockholm, Sweden, the woman who I contracted with to care for my mother turned out to be a demon in disguise and is now one of my top haters and detractors. So I just...
Now, y'all see this? He's saying that he trusted this woman while he was in Sweden. His daughter running around, she's psychotic. You know what I'm saying? Trying to expose her own father. And I'm not going to front Umar. If you're watching this, your daughter act just like you and look just like you, but differently. Like she got the same mannerisms. But for her to turn on her dad, I think that that's wrong during survival. But I don't know the family, deep in depth stuff. But this woman that's claiming she's Umar Johnson's ex-girlfriend was supposed to take care of his mom. You know what I'm saying?
Sweden. While I was in Stockholm, Sweden, the woman who I contracted with to care for my mother turned out to be a demon in disguise and is now one of my top haters and detractors. So I just think it's very fortuitous that Stockholm, Sweden, and shout out to all my Stockholm, Sweden Africans.
Now, he said he feel like it's very fortuitous. I don't know what fortuitous means, pure survival, but it must be a big, strong African word.
turned out to be a demon in disguise and is now one of my top haters and detractors. So I just think it's very fortuitous that Stockholm, Sweden, and shout out to all my Stockholm, Sweden Africans. I just find it interesting that my daughter and this Kansas City hood rat, that both of them were in the works against me at the same time.
So listen, he ain't been with this girl for 2 years. He's saying that. But he finds it crazy that his daughter, his flesh and blood, teamed up with this girl to go against him during survival. So I don't know how serious their relationship was. Because if she was a throat goat and her vagina smelled like fish, stick solid, pure survival. I don't know how she was able to get close to his daughter or why he even left her with his mother. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that the vagina stinking should not be, you know what I mean? So, but I'm just saying, it just sounds like they might have been together longer than what Umar's saying. I don't know, Umar. Like this is kind of fishy. And you know the fish smell.
And shout out to all my Stockholm, Sweden Africans. I just find it interesting that my daughter and this Kansas City hood rat, that both of them were in the works against me at the same time. Now, I do care for my mother, who I love more than anything in this world. And for those of you who care for your parents, you understand where I'm coming from. This is information that I didn't want to share, but I think it is appropriate to the conversation. And if I don't finish this conversation now, I'll finish it later because we do have some things getting done today. So, I do not know if my firstborn is still with us in the flesh or not. People have been texting me that she may have unalived herself.
See, now this is the crazy stuff. Now, I guess he's saying that his firstborn daughter, because I seen her banging on the door somewhere. I got video footage of her going like crashing out. So Umar, like, he don't know if she unalived herself or not, but everybody is going crazy on his side right now. You know what I mean? And salute to him for taking care of his mom. Like I said, I went through that myself. But for this woman to be trying to make it like he's neglecting his mom or doing something to his mom, I think that that's wrong. You know what I mean? To come to the internet with that. But I'm going to let y'all figure it out because we got to get to the bottom of this. Let's smash that like button, y'all.
Conversation now, I'll finish it later because we do have some things getting done today. So, I do not know if my firstborn is still with us in the flesh or not. People have been texting me that she may have unalived herself. God forbid. I'm going to hope for the best that no such thing has happened. And I'm going to speak to Baby Smurf situation in a minute. I'm going to speak to that. But I just want to lay the groundwork by saying that all of this began while I was in Stockholm, Sweden. All of this began while I was in Stockholm, Sweden. All of this began while I was in Stockholm, Sweden.
All of this began when he was in Stockholm, Sweden. All of this began when he was in Stockholm, Sweden. All of this began. I don't know why he say that so many motherfucking times. Brother Bible, we heard you the first time, Umar.
So I've been taking care of my mother for the past 7.5 years. Spring of 2018. Many of y'all know that in January of 2018, after returning from my second trip to Japan and China, in January of 2018, after returning from my second trip to Japan and China, I had to stand trial with charges that were put upon me by the Pennsylvania State Board of Psychology that were motivated by YouTubian struggle streamers and Dr. Umar detractors. Y'all remember?
He said by YouTubians and struggle streamers. So I guess he's saying his other YouTube people, I guess, was trying to sue him or put charges on him. I don't know, but he called them YouTubians. Umar is hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Pure the Bible. Let's get them likes up. Everybody get them likes up.
In January of 2018, after returning from my second trip to Japan and China, I had to stand trial with charges that were put upon me by the Pennsylvania State Board of Psychology that were motivated by YouTubian struggle streamers and Dr. Umar detractors. Y'all remember that? Well, shortly thereafter, my mother was hospitalized. My mother has multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis, okay? She's diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. We've always known that, but it didn't begin to affect her until...
Put the prayer hands up, everybody, for his mother. You know what I'm saying? We hope the best. We hope she get, well. You know what I'm saying? Prayers for her. That's how we rock out over here. Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
Dr. Umar detractors. Y'all remember that? Well, shortly thereafter, my mother was hospitalized. My mother has multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis, okay? She's diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. We've always known that, but it didn't begin to affect her until more recently. So anyway, when my mother was hospitalized, I knew that I would be the child of 7 who would take it upon myself to step up and take care of my mother.
And I salute him for that because I went through the same thing. My mom has 4 boys, and I had to be the one, you know what I'm saying, to step up and take care of my mom. So I 100% salute that right there. Y'all got to get them likes up. Shout out to everybody in the building. I got to salute that.
That I would be the child of 7 who would take it upon myself to step up and take care of my mother. And after 60 days away from home, my mother finally came home the day for 7.5 years ever since. I have done a great job caring for my mother. When my mother came home, she was on all these meds. The doctor got her off of all the meds. When she came home, mom had different situations going on. She got off of all that. Medications no longer necessary. I'm not perfect, but in my 7.5 years, I have done a great job with my mother. And I can say that most of the time, when my mother had a situation, it was because of the aides and the caregivers.
The aides and the caregivers. And I know all about that too. When you got to hire givers and caretakers to come in to take care of your parent when you're not around, they have a job. And a lot of them be sitting around on their laptops, not even paying attention. Like, hold on, aren't you supposed to change my mom? Like, I will pop up at the house just to see if they're doing any work. You know what I mean? You're supposed to feed her, give her her meds at this time, different things like that. So it sounds like to me, Umar Johnson was a good son and was there for his mother. So this girl, that narrative she putting out there that he wasn't, he mistreated his mom, I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it.
Medications no longer necessary. I'm not perfect, but in my 7.5 years, I have done a great job with my mother. And I can say that most of the time, when my mother had a situation, it was because of the aides and the caregivers. It was because of the aides and the caregivers. And so, normally, and for those of y'all who care for your parent, you know how tough it is to find decent, professional, reliable, confidential help, right?
And I do know that, Umar. I know that from experience. Yes, that is true.
Decent, professional, reliable, comprehensive help, right? And so, let me see something here. I'm going to turn off the comments, brothers and sisters. This is the first live that I've ever turned off the comments, but I have to. There's just too much ignorance in my feed. This is the first live I've ever done where I had to turn off the comments. I just turned off the comments
And you
because I'm
see,
talking.
that is horrible, brothers and sisters, because he turned the comments off because right now he's talking about his mother, and people in there saying all kinds of evil stuff, you know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. But like I said, this woman, let him get to the woman that's claiming they were in a relationship for 2 years.
Talking seriously, and we still got idiots. So this is going to be without any comments. You can text message me if you have a question or a comment. 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. You can text message me at 215-989-9858. So, whenever I don't have a dependable, responsible, reliable, confidential aide to care for my mom, I cancel events because my mother always comes first. My mother always comes first. I was supposed to keynote the Florida A&M University Black Psychology Conference a few months ago. I canceled it because I didn't have anyone that I would trust to care for mother available at that time.
So at some point, this girl that's saying she was with him for 2 years, he trusted her to take care, to look after his mother. So, and she's out here trying to dirty his name up, and Umar is trying to make it clear of his side of the story. You know what I mean?
I had to cancel Congo last week, and y'all know how much I wanted to go to the Congo. I had been waiting for that. I had to cancel because mom comes first. When I went to Sweden, there was a young lady who I met because she invited me to Kansas City to speak at an event. So her and her son drove me from Omaha, Nebraska to Kansas City to speak. I believe the event was on December 3rd, 2023. I believe the event was on December 3rd, 2023.
So December 3rd, 2023 is when he met this woman that said she was with him for 2 years. Can y'all put in the chat how many years from December 23 till now? Umar, I'm going to be honest, sir. 23 is 25. That sound like 2 years. Not meaning that she was right about everything, but we going to figure this out. You know what I'm saying? So he's talking about this woman that's out here talking about him like a dog right now.
I believe the event was December 3rd, 2023, and we had the event. We stayed in contact through text message, and ultimately, at the top of this year, maybe late last year, but if I'm not mistaken, I saw her privately 3 times inside of the same Philadelphia hotel after hours for no more than 2 or 3 hours. I repeat, I saw her 3 times in a hotel after hours for only a few hours. 3 times. There's a small chance that it was 4 times.
So y'all hear this? So the girl is saying she was with him for 2 years. Umar saying, I've seen that chick at a hotel 3 times, maybe four. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Now it is crazy that you let her watch your mom, like, and you trusted her. So you must have saw some kind of in her to trust her with that. But Umar is just saying she was a jump off. I clapped her cheeks 3 times. Pure survival.
Bacon. I saw her privately 3 times inside of the same Philadelphia hotel after hours for no more than 2 or 3 hours. I repeat, I saw her 3 times in a hotel after hours for only a few hours. 3 times. There's a small chance that it was 4 times. There's no chance that it was 5 times. I'm going to repeat this. Did you need me, boss? Are you good? Okay. So I saw her 3 times inside of a Philadelphia hotel after hours for about 3 or 4 hours. That's it. The total private time she and I spent could not have exceeded 12, 15, 20 hours max. Total.
So do y'all think, put a one in the chat if y'all think that it wasn't smart for Umar to have been around this girl for a total of 20 hours and then allowed her to take care of his mom? Put a two in the chat if y'all think that that was understandable because he must have trusted her somehow. But would y'all be around somebody four times, only 20 hours, and then trust that person with your parent? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing.
So I saw her 3 times inside of a Philadelphia hotel after hours for about 3 or 4 hours. That's it. The total private time she and I spent could not have exceeded 12, 15, 20 hours max. Total time across these 3 visits, maybe 4, but I'm almost certain it was 3. No more than 12 to 15, maximum of 20 hours. When it was time for me to go to Sweden, this young lady told me that she would not mind coming to care for my mother. I assured her that I would pay her, and I did pay her.
So the girl volunteered. She knew his situation. He must have talked to her and said, "Hey, look, I'll take care of my mom. I got to go run to Sweden. I got a trip." So Umar Johnson is saying that I paid this girl. This woman, but the woman is saying Umar said he wanted to marry her. Umar was in love with her. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that if she's lying, she wanted to be with Umar, and Umar might have been making her think that it was more like he would have, she had a chance or something. You know what I mean? Just take care of my mom, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna pay you. But he did pay her, but I think that she must have been led on. Cause if she run around saying y'all was together and you saying that she stink like fish sticks and all this stuff, she must have really was hoping that Umar would have made her his lady.
That she would not mind coming to care for my mother. I assured her that I would pay her, and I did pay her. And this is going to be important when I bring up the attorney in a minute, because I consulted with an attorney in Kansas City who told me that if I can prove that I paid her to care for my mother, then she can be charged with HIPAA violations for discussing my mother's personal, sensitive medical information without permission.
And I totally agree with him. Put a one in the chat if y'all think that Umar is right by that. Salute to my baby in the building, pure survival. Do y'all think that Umar is right about that? Or put a two in the chat if y'all think he's wrong. Now I think that he's right because this woman that's running around talking about him like a dog is bringing up his mother's medical situation. You know what I'm saying? And that is a violation to you ain't supposed to tell nobody public private private information, and she's talking about his mom's medical shit. So I don't blame him for going and suing this girl and taking legal action, because if he go the other route, everybody gonna say, "Oh, he wrong. He a woman beater." It's bad enough the woman look light skinned. like I didn't know if that was because Umar always talking about snow bunnies. But this woman, for some reason, looked like a snow bunny, Umar. Pure Bible. I thought you said you didn't like snow bunnies.
Consulted with an attorney in Kansas City who told me that if I can prove that I paid her to care for my mother, then she can be charged with HIPAA violations for discussing my mother's personal, sensitive medical information without permission. So this attorney said, if I can prove that I paid her, which means this was business, this was a business transaction, you paid her to care for your mother. And although she included plenty of lies in her narrative, although she included plenty of exaggerations and fallacies and untruths in her narrative, the mere fact that she purported to discuss your mother's personal sensitive information makes her guilty of HIPAA. And if
that is guilty of HIPAA. Salute to Sado, one of my members, y'all. You see Sado in the building, man. Said, welcome to the Pure Survival membership. You can have your thing light up just like Sado. You know what I'm saying? If once you hit that membership button, Pure Survival. But this is crazy that she did violate this man's mom's rights. You know what I'm saying? Like one, if you mad at somebody because he considered you as a jump off, you know what I mean? You should have been got away from him. If you see that Umar did not want a relationship with you, but he trusted you, look, all right, you're gonna watch my mom or whatever, I'm gonna pay you money, da da. Then he didn't see a relationship in you. Just like Diddy did with Cassie. Cassie was just used for sexual purposes only. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I heard the woman, she sound like she's smart, like she, you know what I mean, like a nice person, you know what I mean? But it don't seem like Umar was going to make a relationship out of her. And it seemed like she wanted a relationship.
To care for your mother. And although she included plenty of lies in her narrative, although she included plenty of exaggerations and fallacies and untruths in her narrative, the mere fact that she purported to discuss your mother's personal sensitive information makes her guilty of HIPAA. And if we can prove that she in fact violated HIPAA law by discussing my mother's business, she can be fined and she can also be jailed and she can also be prevented permanently from ever working in the human services field again. An attorney told me that, so I have to pay him, okay, the retainer fee, and he's going to pick it up from here. So she could go to jail.
So Umar not playing. He pretty much like, look, I'm ready to put her ass in jail. You out here trying to expose me, claiming you exposing me, making it like I'm mistreating my mother. Then you talking about my mom's business, her medical situation. Everybody smashed that like button, man. But I'm all about right and wrong.
This business, she can be fined and she can also be jailed and she can also be prevented permanently from ever working in the human services field again. An attorney told me that, so I have to pay him, okay, the retainer fee, and he's going to pick it up from here. So she could go to jail for what she did against my mother, discussing her personal business. I thought parents were off limits. I thought parents were off limits. I thought parents were off limits. But I guess when you that trifling, when you that low down, when you're that deceptive and manipulative, nothing is off limits. So anyway, brothers and sisters.
Now y'all see that? Listen, anyway, brothers and sisters, I'm not just taking Umar Johnson's side. Cause it's three sides. His side, her side, and the truth. You know what I'm saying? But far as his mother go, I'm in agreements to this. If this happened the way this is, and I heard the woman out talking about him and talking about his mom and stuff, that part for me is completely wrong. Now, whether he manipulated her and made her think that he was going to wife her, that's a different story. And then you're a grown woman. So what the fuck? If you letting this man, you keep going to make his wiener disappear and he don't make you his woman, then you should know, look, this is all you is to him. So I don't even blame that. You know, if you're a grown person.
But I guess when you that trifling, when you that low down, when you're that deceptive and manipulative, nothing is off limits. So anyway, brothers and sisters, she said, I can care for your mother. She won my confidence. I said, let's do it. So she cared for my mother twice. The weekend I was in Eastern Michigan University, that was 3 nights. And she cared for my mother for the week that I was in Stockholm, Sweden. I believe that was 5 or 6 nights. Okay? Eastern Michigan University, Stockholm, Sweden. I paid her both times. She never spent time with me in my mother's house because I don't spend time with women in my mother's house. Business is business. Personal is personal. I got her a hotel. I Ubered her over to the home. When she got to the home, I went over instructions with her. I went to the airport. When I got...
So if it happened this way that Umar is saying, it sounds like he was doing it professional. But this is just his side. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let y'all hear her side too.
Back from both trips, I Ubered her to a hotel. And then she flew out. I paid for her flight. I paid for her hotel. Business was business. Personal was personal. So, after returning from Sweden, I was very disappointed in the care that my mother was given. After returning from Sweden, I was very disappointed in the care that my mother was given. I'm not going to go into detail over the egregious lack of regard and concern she displayed for my mother. I'm not going to
Wow. So it must have been bad. So Umar Johnson got back and was like, hold up. I done paid you money to do what you supposed to do and take care of my mother the right way. And I take this personal. You know what I mean? Because I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever he saw and the instructions that he said he gave her, she must have been doing something totally different. But Umar Johnson didn't appreciate it during survival. Let's get them likes up.
go over that. That's too personal. But I was very disappointed and I was guilty. Whenever my mother isn't properly cared for, I take on that shame, I take on that blame. But I said to myself, you can never use this woman again to care for your mother. So I began to distance myself from this woman. So let me back up again. She saw me 3 times privately. She cared for my mother 2 other times. 5 total contacts. 3 of them were private.
So 5 total contacts. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe Umar. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that Umar is not telling the truth. He's saying 5 total contacts. She only cared for his mom twice. So they never been together for 2 years. That's a whole lie. He never asked to marry her. And her kitty cat, real, was on fish stick salad. Smelled like fish stick salad and dead body juice. You know what I'm saying? Look, everybody putting a 2 in the chat. So everybody, hold up. Which one did I say? I said 1 if y'all believe him, 2 if y'all don't believe him. Hold on, let me see this again. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe him. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that he's lying. Cause now I gotta see what the hell y'all saying. So if you're saying 2, y'all saying y'all don't believe him. If you're saying 1, you saying you do believe him. Okay, so Umar, we got some people that believe you, and then we got some people think that you lied, and it was more serious between you and this woman. Okay.
She cared for my mother 2 other times. 5 total contacts. 3 of them were private. Brothers and sisters, without being too vulgar, those 3 private contacts basically consisted of her gummy bearing my Shango. She gummy beared the Shango.
Oh my God. Umar is hilarious. He said the 3 times he hung out with her, she gummy beared his Shango. Pure Bible. She gummy beared his Shango. Do y'all motherfuckers know what a Shango is? Do y'all know what the gummy bears is? Like it sounds like he's saying she took the teeth out. She took the teeth out and gummed him up. He said she gummy bear my Shango.
Contacts. 3 of them were private. Brothers and sisters, without being too vulgar, those 3 private contacts basically consisted of her gummy bearing my Shango. She gummy beared the Shango. That's basically what she did. It was a jump off. Hood rat jump off. That's all it was. Fellatio. 3 fellatio sessions.
Wow, so he making it like he never even stuck it in. Wow. Well, how would he know that it smelled like fish if all 3 sessions was just gummy bearing the Shango? Was just gummy bearing the Shango. Pure Bible. Tell me that she didn't have that kitty cat real that stinks so bad that it stink through the jeans. Did she have the stink through the jeans? Kitty cat real Pure Bible. Now that's bad funk right there, where it stink through the jeans.
Private contacts basically consisted of her gummy bearing my Shango. She gummy beared the Shango. That's basically what she did. It was a jump off. Hood rat jump off. That's all it was. Fellatio. 3 fellatio sessions. I came to visit. She wanted to please the Prince of Pan-Africanism. So it happened. 3 fellatio sessions. I'm not proud to say that. And then, of course, quote unquote caregiver. I put caregiver in quotes because she did anything but care for my mother. Anyway, this was the first week of March, Sweden. I come back from Sweden. I'm disappointed. Can't work with this woman no more. Can't take care of my mother. I can't mess with you. I started to distance myself from her. On June the 25th, the last moon that we had, I do my Art of Dialogue interview. I'm coming out of my Art of Dialogue interview and my phone is blowing up. There's a woman on Pastor Bussy's page claiming that y'all was in a 2.5-year relationship.
Now, do y'all hear that? Whoever Pastor Bussy is, I think that's a dude that don't like Umar, that's been making content, making fun of him, like saying all types of stuff about him. This is the girl who's claiming they were together for 2 years, teamed up with one of his rivals, with somebody that don't like Umar, and now she's running around saying all kinds of shit about Umar, pure survival. Now, I told y'all, Umar said he was not with this girl for 2.5 years. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe him. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think he lying. That he was in a relationship with the girl.
That we had. I do my Art of Dialogue interview. I'm coming out of my Art of Dialogue interview and my phone is blowing up. There's a woman on Pastor Bussy's page claiming that y'all was in a 2.5-year relationship, that you were in love with her, that you wanted to marry her, that you wanted her to have your child. You were in a 2.5-year relationship with her.
Now let me know if y'all believe that. The girl said that Umar loved her, that he wanted to marry her, that he wanted to have a funky baby out of that funky vagina, pure survival. And I'm not talking about kids, but if that kitty cat real smells that bad, imagine having a kid come sliding out of that motherfucker. Pure survival. The whole doctor's room funky. Whole doctor's got to get on. Give me an extra mask. Pure survival. The baby's coming, but it stink like a motherfucker in here. You know what I'm saying? So she's saying that Umar wanted to have a funky baby with her. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, guys. This is crazy.
This moon that we had. I do my Art of Dialogue interview. I'm coming out of my Art of Dialogue interview and my phone is blowing up. There's a woman on Pastor Bussy's page claiming that y'all was in a 2.5-year relationship, that you were in love with her, that you wanted to marry her, that you wanted her to have your child. You were in a 2.5-year relationship with her. You were in love with her. You wanted to marry her. You wanted her to have your child. You were in a 2.5-year relationship with her. You wanted to marry her. You was in love with her, and you wanted her to be your wife. Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters, listen up.
I have women who look way better than her, who have done more for me in my life than she ever could, who I wasn't in love with, who I didn't want to make my wife, who I didn't want to have my baby. So this woman, this Kansas City thought,
this Kansas City thought. So he's saying, look, girl, I have females that look 10 times, 20 times better than you. Pure survival. Kitty cat smell way better than yours. Real. You know what I'm saying? And I never wanted to marry them. So what in the hell, what in the thought did make you think that I want to marry you? Pure survival. This is what motherfucker Umar said.
You was in love with her, and you wanted her to be your wife. Brothers and sisters. I have women who look way better than her, who have done more for me in my life than she ever could, who I wasn't in love with, who I didn't want to make my wife, who I didn't want to have my baby. So this woman, this Kansas City thought, this Jezebel, this jump off, this smash and grab, Spent 3 times with me, not 3 nights, because I never spent the night.
Damn, he called her a smash and grab, y'all. The motherfucker just said, look, I came over to the hotel, smashed her. I didn't even spend a night with her. Pure Bible. Ladies, I'm just telling y'all right now, if a man come through and clap your cheeks and like you've never stayed the night with him, motherfucker never woke up and saw you laying next to him, you know what I mean? He never cared about you in that type of way. Pure Bible. You know what I mean? So whatever you may have done, how fast you gave up the real, how your mannerisms, he looked at you like, I can't take you serious. Because if you going to get that cat up to me that fast, real, then you going to get that cat up to anybody that fast. Real. You know what I'm saying? So it's something she did that threw him off. Where that motherfucker said, look, I didn't even spend a night with her. She might as well been a prostitute. He might well left $500 on the dresser or $25 the way she sell and walked out.
I didn't want to have my baby. So this woman, this Kansas City thought, this Jezebel, this jump off, this smash and grab, spent 3 times with me, not 3 nights, because I never spent the night. I never spent a night with her in my life. I never spent a night with her in my life. I saw her 3 times. And 3 times, all of which, if I'm not mistaken, were during the first quarter of 2025. 3 times, and I'm in love with her. 3 times, I want to marry her. 3 times, I want her to have my baby.
If Umar Johnson is telling the truth, then that woman was delusional. Smash that like button, y'all. If she claiming, which she is out here saying this, that he wanted to marry her, he wanted to do all of this, she was a Looney Tune adventure, and we see there's some crazy people in the world. Pure Bible. You got to be careful. Umar, you better be happy you got away from this girl, and you got your mom away from this girl. Because the only thing I'm going to say, if your story is true, Umar, all the way in and out, Pure Bible, which it sound like, only part that you went wrong at was by trusting this girl to care for your mom. You know what I mean? Because like you said, you got other women that look way better than her, that did way more for you in the past and all of that. Then people gonna say, Umar, well, why didn't you get one of them motherfuckers to take care of your mom? Pure Bible, why did you trust this jump off? This smash and grab? Umar, I ain't gonna front. Like, I got to check you on your shit. Now, you shouldn't have trusted this girl with your mom, knowing you didn't really look at her or see her in the nothing. You know what I mean? So you had to been kind of leading her on. Like, all right, look, take care of my mom. You know, you paid her, but this girl had hopes, sir, that she was gonna get the chance to spend a night with you at least once. Pure Bible. You said you never stayed the night with her. She felt if I take care of his mom, if I do these certain things, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get closer to him. He's gonna end up liking me. So that's where I feel like you went wrong at by, kind of leading her on, sir.
25. 3 times, and I'm in love with her. 3 times, I want to marry her. 3 times, I want her to have my baby. 3 times, and we were in a 2.5-year relationship. Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. But it gets worse. She told Pastor Bussy. She told Pastor Bussy. And let me say this about Pastor Bussy. Rainbow Bunny. Pastor Bussy, the Rainbow Bunny, has been cyberstalking me for 10 years.
So Pastor Badussi or Pastor Badussi is a person that's been, what he just said, cyber stalking him, talking about him like a dog. This girl knew that, and she teamed up with Pastor Badussi. She teamed up with Pastor Badussi, Doris Ababo.
Rainbow Bunny. Pastor Bussy, the Rainbow Bunny, has been cyber stalking me for 10 years. People have asked me to put a stop to him legally. I had 2 attorneys who sent him cease and desist. and he did not cease and desist. Those attorneys did not live in Utah where he lives. Those attorneys did not live in Utah, so there was no follow-up. I recently consulted with a Utah attorney who told me I have a serious case against Pastor Bussy the Rainbow Bunny. But I'm going to have to fly out to Utah a couple times to appear in court. So this attorney told me that if I give him the retainer, he will begin the investigation on Pastor Bussy, and after looking at Pastor Bussy's YouTube page, he says he is quite certain that I have a case for slander, I have a case for libel, I have a case for defamation.
All right, so Umar is not playing. He is suing Pastor Badusi and Funky Badusi. He going after both of them. Pure the Bible.
And he also said because he's been making money off of my name for 10 years, that he can be made to pay me back all the money that he made in my name, and that we can lay siege to any property that he owns. I told him that the man is broke. He don't have any property. He basically pays his bills by making Dr. Umar defamation films. He said, well, if that's the case, if he has a job, then his wages can be garnished until he satisfies the balance of the settlement from court. So brothers and sisters,
He said Dr. Umar slander films. That's funny as hell.
I have finally realized that I have to have a Dr. Umar defense fund. I have to have a Dr. Umar defense fund. And the reason I have to have a Dr. Umar defense fund is not because I have to defend myself. I have to have a Dr. Umar defense fund so I can file suit against people.
And that's hilarious. Umar Johnson said, look, I need a Dr. Umar defense fund. So I need the people, my supporters, we're going to put some money. I need y'all to put some money together. So when these people talking crazy and acting crazy, y'all going to help support to take these motherfuckers to court. Pure survival.
I think it's okay to constantly slander my name and attack my mother. Attack my mother. Attack my mother. So, brothers and sisters, this woman told Pastor Bussy, the Rainbow Bunny, the YouTubian struggle streamer, she told Pastor Bussy that I went down on her. Brothers and sisters, I'm willing to take a lie detector test. Brothers and sisters.
Oh my God. Smash that like button. It's about to get super funny. Now, this woman had the nerve after Dr. Umar Johnson said that her vagina, it smells like death. He went down and ate that after smelling that shit. Pure the Bible. Umar Johnson, how can you listen? I'm sorry. If you got a bad smell down there, ladies, just go to the doctor, seek help. You know what I mean? Don't get mad at a guy if a dude walk out or you don't hear from him no more because that shit done lit up the room. You know what I mean? Because you not gonna eat that shit. So you got a nerve to look forward for a motherfucker to eat that shit. Tell the Bible. You know what I mean? Dr. Umar should have said, look, here goes a spoon. You eat that motherfucker. Matter of fact, here, I'm going to take a spoon, dig in there like a shovel, and I'm going to put this in your mouth. Pills of Bible. You eat this motherfucker funky shit. Yo, this is funny.
This woman told Pastor Bussy, the Rainbow Bunny, the YouTubian struggle streamer, she told Pastor Bussy that I went down on her. Brothers and sisters, I'm willing to take a lie detector test. Brothers and sisters, I'm willing to take a lie detector test. Brothers and sisters, I'm willing to take a lie detector test. When that woman, after gummy bearing my Shango stick, that woman took off her underwear, and I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, and I don't mean no disrespect to feminine energy. I don't mean no disrespect to feminine energy. I don't mean no disrespect to feminine energy. When she took her underwear off, brothers and sisters, she smelled like Something crawled up inside of her and died.
Yo, listen, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I could not hold my laugh. I need y'all to put a one in the chat if y'all think that Umar Johnson actually ate the motherfucker. Put a two in the chat if y'all don't think that he ate that kitty cat. Real, let me know. Do y'all think that his breath right now smell like fish? Or do y'all hold up? Some people think that he still ate the motherfucker. After that, he caps his hell. Oh my God! Some of y'all actually think he ate the motherfucker. Oh my God! Look, he most definitely scared that kitty cat. Real pills of Bible. I don't believe a word he says. Oh my God! There's people think that he ate it. Oh.
Brothers and sisters, and I don't mean no disrespect to feminine energy. I don't mean no disrespect to feminine energy. I don't mean no disrespect to feminine energy. When she took her underwear off, brothers and sisters, she smelled like something crawled up inside of her and died. She smelled like an old fish tank. You ever smell a fish tank that somebody ain't cleaned in like 2 years? They got goldfish in there, they got all kind of fish, and it ain't been cleaned in years.
Yes, and the fish died. They laying upside down and shit. Oh yeah.
Somebody ain't cleaned in like 2 years. They got goldfish in there, they got all kind of fish, and it ain't been cleaned in years. That's what she smelled like when she took off those funky ass drawers. Her drawers were so old and so funky that I thought it was a wife beater. That's how stretched out her drawers was.
Wow.
Her drawers were so old and so funky, I thought her underwear was a slingshot.
He said her drawers was so old and stressed out, he thought it was a wife beater. Oh my God. Umar, how did you get in this situation? Like, you didn't see no signs of this beforehand when she was polishing your shingle? You know what I mean? when she was making your shit on the shingle disappear, sir? Oh my God, yo, this is wild.
That's what she smelled like when she took off those funky ass drawers. Her drawers were so old and so funky that I thought it was a wife beater. That's how stretched out her drawers was. Her drawers were so old and so funky, I thought her underwear was a slingshot. Her drawers were so funky and so stank, brothers and sisters, that I thought it was a wife beater, brothers and sisters, and I don't mean no disrespect. So when she said, "It's my turn,"
Oh, brothers and sisters, did you hear this? This got to be super hilarious. Now think about what he just said. He said when she was polishing his shingle that she told him, "Okay, now it's your turn." So that's why, all right, I guess. So then she took the panties off or whatever, and then it happened. So when he must have thought he was about to go down there, but then he smelled and seen the rats and the shit running past the pussy hairs. This is crazy.
brothers and sisters, that I thought it was a wife beater, brothers and sisters, and I don't mean no disrespect. So when she said, "It's my turn," after she got finished swallowing the Shango, she said, "It's my turn." After she got finished swallowing the Prince of Pan-Africanism, she said, "It's my turn." And I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, how do I get out of this?
I'm sorry, y'all. This is hilarious. Now, when she told him, "Look, it's your turn," you heard what he said. She done got done swallowing the Pan African or whatever he calls it. She said it's his turn. Now he's sitting there in the funk. He's sitting in the funk. It smelled like a dead body right there, and he don't know what to do at that moment. Pure Bible. He just sitting there in the stink, having to decide because she said it's his turn.
It's a slingshot. Her drawers were so funky and so stank, brothers and sisters, that I thought it was a wife beater, brothers and sisters, and I don't mean no disrespect. So when she said, it's my turn, after she got finished swallowing the Shango, she said, it's my turn. After she got finished swallowing the Prince of Pan-Africanism, she said, it's my turn. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, how do I get out of this? Because it ain't no way under God's heaven that King Kong consciousness face, nose, tongue, lips, ears, or hairline is going anywhere near that cootie cat. Brothers and
Smash that like button, everybody. One thing y'all cannot say. Umar is funny as hell in his own way. And my only thing, y'all, is about his mother's situation. That was my main thing. I knew it was gonna be a lot of comedy in this, but you know what I'm saying? As far as his mom being mistreated, it doesn't sound like to me that he was mistreating his mom. But now the relationship between him and this girl, this shit is hilarious. He said he not even gonna let his headline get near that kitty cat. Real pills of hour. Like he got his face in it. I'm not even letting my headline, none of my little twisties. He not a twisty going near that goddamn kitty cat. Real.
to myself, how do I get out of this? Because it ain't no way under God's heaven that King Kong consciousness face, nose.
Look, my baby said, this is so funny. I am dying. Yes, you need to react to it.
How do I get out of this? Because it ain't no way under God's heaven that King Kong consciousness face, nose, tongue, lips, ears, or hairline is going anywhere near that cootie cat. Brothers and sisters, listen. Brothers and sisters, listen. She told Pastor Bussy that I went down on her.
Oh,
I'm willing to take a lie detector test.
There we go. Right hand up to God. Okay. Now we're going to do this again. Umar Johnson got his right hand up to God, y'all. So the woman said that Umar did eat the real pure survival. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that he ate it. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think he didn't. And I really want y'all to tell the truth. Put a 1 if y'all think he ate it. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that he didn't. Because why would she lie and say that you ate it though, sir? You know what I mean? Like, I understand like people lying on their wieners. Dudes do that, you know, well, at least when the younger people. You know what I mean? When I was younger, dudes would be lying. Tell me I slept with her, knowing damn well you didn't. I ain't understand how people got off on that. But goddamn, it's a lot of ones in the building, Umar. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? You said that she polished your motherfucker Shango, your Shango. You know what I'm saying? You probably was in a super horny mood. You know, I don't know if you had some African alcohol. If they make African alcohol, you might have fell in that vagina and don't know it, Umar. Pure survival. If you wonder why your forehead was stinking one day, I don't know, guys. I do not know. But Umar is saying he willing to take a lie detector test. Because this girl is telling everybody he ate the real, and she said he wanted to marry her. She said he wanted to have a baby inside of that funky real pure survival. So Umar, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Some people want a fraternity test. Y'all want them to take, y'all want them to take a lot of detector test? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want Umar Johnson to take a lot of detector tests if he ate that kitty cat. Real? Put a 1 in the chat. So Umar, look, everybody's saying that they do want you to take the test. And you got to put the results on your channel. Take the I keep saying fraternity. I'm thinking about Jay-Z and Jay-Z's weird hairstyle. Pills about. All right, everybody wants you to take the test, Umar. To take the damn lie detector test.
Just listen. She told Pastor Bussy that I went down on her. I'm willing to take a lie detector test. I am willing to take a lie detector test, brothers and sisters. That woman smelled like a dead cow mixed with sour milk.
Wow.
And menstruated underwear that was found in a funky alleyway. I lie to you not.
Wow.
She is so acidic. Her universe is so acidic. She needs a baptism. She needs a deep cleanse. She needs an exorcism. I think she got.
He said she needs an exorcism. Oh my God. I don't know, Umar. Was it the first time? Because you said she polished the shingle 3 times. When did you smell that kitty cat like that? Pure survival. Because if you smelled it the first time and you went back to her, like, I don't know. If you just went back to get the shingle polished, one day she was gonna want you to do her back, sir. Like, man, this is crazy. He said that she need an exorcist. That's how terrible that kitty cat was. Real pure survivor. Somebody call a doctor for that kitty cat.
Menstruated underwear that was found in a funky alleyway. I lie to you not. She is so acidic. Her universe is so acidic. She needs a baptism. She needs a deep cleanse. She needs an exorcism. I think she got demons living in that bat cave.
Wow.
I think she got demons living in that bat cave, brothers and sisters. And she thought that the world's most requested scholar was going to go down on her. Oh no. My women got to be fresh and clean. My women got to smell like fresh peaches, fresh daffodils. My women got to smell like fresh roses. If you want these lips to ever touch your peach cobbler, if you want this tongue to ever massage your honeycomb hideout.
Yo, I'm sorry. This shit was hilarious. Your honeycomb hideout. Wow. Too funny.
You got to be clean. You got to be clean. And she need a deep cleanse. In fact, I'm going to treat her because I have her address. I know where she sleeps. I have Pastor Bussy's address. I know where he sleeps. I'm going to send her a gift certificate to the Yoni Spa. I'm going to send her a gift certificate to the Yoni Spa. I'm going to send her a gift certificate to the Yoni Spa because whatever she got in her, I don't know how many men she done been with. I don't know. But I've never smelled a woman smell like that. But let me get back on topic.
Wow. Wow. So she pretty much blew his mind. Never smelled something like that ever. And then I know you have some people that'll say, oh, the pH balance was off balance or whatever the case may be. Don't give nobody that. If he's telling the truth, don't give nobody that until you get that situation taken care of. Cause that is scary. You know what I mean? Like, real pure survival. You got a dead cat right in the middle between your legs. So listen, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, smash that like button, share this video. Umar Johnson is definitely, threatening to take legal action against this woman. You know what I mean? For spreading rumors and speaking about his mom. Now, if he actually ate that box, or if they was together for 2.5 years, like, I don't think so, but I just don't know about the eating the box thing. You know what I'm saying? Because the woman is saying that she feels strongly that it was him that went down. You know what I mean? And then at the same time, Umar Johnson's daughter was out crashing out too. Like he said, his daughter was coming for him at the same time his alleged girlfriend that he's denying that thing smelled like the bottom of a fish tank. They both teamed up and tried to go at Umar Johnson. You know what I mean? And like I said, I saw his daughter out online acting up too. Like, they go his daughter right here, Umar Johnson's daughter.
You keep trying to get on my live and tell me, how the fuck you gonna tell me what the fuck I do? You don't even know me. You never even met me. How you gonna tell me I don't check my DMs? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You think I give a fuck about getting help, nigga? Don't nobody help me do shit. The fuck is you talking about? I don't give a fuck about that.
And this is Umar Johnson's daughter outside her mom house talking about burning her mom house up. Like, hold on, Umar Johnson's daughter threatened to burn her mom's house down. She's outside threatening to burn her mom's house down. So she's a little shout out, his daughter.
That's fine. Nobody helped me the fuck out anyway. So what are you saying? The fuck, nigga, you don't know me. Fuck is wrong with you? Y'all think a bitch about to sit on her phone and go through hundreds of DMs. I'm not doing that. I got shit to do. I'm not doing that. If I miss out on help, I miss out. Oh well. I don't care. That ain't got shit to do with me.
And I know she doing a whole lot of cussing. I don't know what she been through, but I hope the best for her. But she's definitely a little shout out.
Unless I'm still not gonna ask somebody to do shit. Cause they do shit like that where they throw it up in your fucking face. Kid, I'm in Frankfurt. I'm in front of the Starbucks. Like I'm tired. I'm just so tired of this shit, bro. I'm so tired of this shit, bro. I'm so tired of this shit, bro. I'm so tired of this shit, bro.
And you know what? That's a lot to have to deal with when he's taking care of his mom, and then he got this girl out here talking crazy. Then he got his daughter crashing out right there. But man, like I said, y'all, Umar, my heart is with you, brother, and your mother. You know what I'm saying? But now, as far as this girl talking about if you did the kitty cat thing, real pure survival, we don't know, but we'll see as we move forward during Sabah.